Hello there, my name is Mattias, and today I'll be going over project proposals within Octant. So as a potential project submitter, you will want to first look at our Octant community project submission process. This is on the golem.foundation blog. You can see the website where I'm at here. And we have a number of steps that we've built out for individuals or individual projects that would like to submit their projects to Octant for potential funding. So this is for public goods. I will just go over the steps briefly. So the step one is to join the Octant server and create your temp check. So in the Octant server, you need to verify yourself once you join, and then this initial discussion is the temp check phase. I can show you that quickly or just some examples. So I will go to Discord. This is our temp check forum where we have a number of previous temp checks. Some are ongoing, some are already complete. So you could look at the examples within our Discord and just see how the discussion has progressed. Depending on the complexity of the project, I would really recommend to do this quite a bit before the closing of these formal submissions, because it needs time to have some discussion, clarify some questions, particularly if it's a more complex project. Putting it too close to the closing of formalized submissions, you might not leave enough time for this submission to be completed. So going on to step 3, this is the complete formalized submission form. For the temp check, you can actually already put your project information into this format, but you don't necessarily have to. So the temp check is more for gauging what information is relevant, also gauging the eligibility criteria. So you want to put in information that is relevant to the eligibility criteria in your temp check, and then adjust based off of some feedback. But you could already, for your temp check, put it into the complete submission form format if you feel like, you have a pretty good understanding already of this these phases, I suppose. So for the completion of the submission form, once your temp check has been completed, you would put it into this format and try to include everything that is related to the eligibility criteria. And then you will send this in a direct message to the Octant Submissions Discord account. You'll be directed with information from there. Maybe there's still some things to clarify, or you'll just be told to head on with your formalized submission to the discuss.octant.app page. I can bring this up now. So here we can see some of the projects for Epoch 1. We can select the eligible for funding, and these are some of the previous submissions that you will be able to use and take some information or understanding from for your own submission. So the next part is step 4. We'll be offering Q&A sessions for your project. It's of course up to you if you want to be part of this, but if you've already made it to this step, then whether or not you get funding is completely up to the Octant community and GLM lockers. So this is something super important to keep in mind. If you've made it to this step, essentially you're not trying to provide more information to the Octant team or myself or James, who's very active in the Discord. You are trying to tell individuals that are lockers in the Octant app about your project and gather some support. So this is very useful, or it's just a step that can help you share information and build some more support. So while it's a bit optional, I would definitely recommend to get involved in this process, get some support for your project, because really at this point, who you're trying to share your project with is the Octant community, so not necessarily the Octant team. Step 5 will be the community voting, which is the allocation window. So here towards the end of each epoch, or at the end of the epoch, the community voting or allocation window will begin. There is a potential, depending on how many projects are involved in the current epoch, that there will be a snapshot vote before this that will reduce the number of projects involved. So there's a possibility of that to keep in mind. This, of course, so this epoch 1 deadlines, it will be different for future epochs if you're watching this for future epochs. And then we added some FAQs and extra information into this blog. Something else that is useful to look at is the docs.octant.app. I'm in the proposer project section, which includes also the exclusion criteria, which is being a for-profit project or being a financial lending, investing, trading product. So this is something that we are not able to accept through, even if a project is considered being eligible and completing the eligibility criteria. Next, I would like to go on to just discussing some of the temp checks, and also if you've completed your temp check, then there is these forum discussions that is useful for you to get involved in, and also to rally your community, get them involved in the discussion, and it will help you bring in some support for your projects. I would say this is everything I'd like to cover for this video. There will be a number of links in the description, and hope to see you joining public goods funding in the Octant community. Thank you.